What's up, guys? It's your boy Allan back again with another video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're just gonna jump straight into the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and leave comments in the comments section. Ring the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload and all that good stuff. Okay, so guys, the reason why we're here, almost fell victim, but I'm not gonna fall victim to it. We all get new machines, right? And what happens when you get a new machine? You're a little bit intimidated by the machine, so the machine just sits there and sits there and sits there until you are ready to dive into it. But we're not going to do this with the Sawgrass SG500. We're going to dive straight into it because I owe it to you guys who made it possible for me to get this machine, for me to show you around the machine, familiarize yourselves with the machine so that you guys won't be intimidated when you guys use my link, use my heat transfer warehouse link down below to purchase this machine, or the SG1000, the big brother to this one. I want the SG1000 personally, but I got the 500 and they're pretty much the same machine. One's bigger than the other. The SG1000 obviously can print out larger formats on the shirt, so that's the one we want. But we got the 500, so we'll work with that for right now. So almost fell victim to being intimidated by the machine because I don't know anything about it. It's foreign to me. It's my first time having it, first time dealing with it, don't know how to set it up. Didn't come with good instructions, that's one thing. What I did find, guys, is that if you go on the website, sawgrassinc.com, the instructions and how to set this thing up lives right there. I guess if you're computer savvy, you kind of know that's common knowledge that companies are kind of putting everything online so that they can do away with paper and go green and stuff, which is a good thing. But I think that from a consumer perspective, there should have been, just like they had a little nice note when I unboxed it, they should have had like a little note or a little small pamphlet telling you that everything is available online. I just think that would have been kind of been better for me to not feel like I'm left out in the dark, kind of sorta. I didn't find this out until after I opened up the ink cartridges that I had to go on the website. And even when you open up the ink cartridges, you don't quite know that that's where the instructions live. So I'm gonna be instructions, okay? So let's jump into it, guys. First thing that you want to do is familiarize yourself with the machine and learn how to move it and what all the buttons do. There's not that many buttons on the front. Just gonna turn it around right here towards me. You can see right here on the screen, there's a menu button, there's a job reset button, and this Sawgrass SG500 has Wi-Fi, so that's awesome. There's a data in alert light, and there's an alert light. There's 3 down buttons. There's a keypad with an OK in the middle. There's an escape, and there's also a power button. Now, down below, there's a tray, and what I found out, I think when I was doing the unboxing, somebody mentioned if this was the one with the long tray. Yes, this is the one with the extra long tray, so I can add longer paper sizes. Now this tray you want to familiarize yourself with because it seems like you can break this tray because it's kind of, let's face it, normal printer trays are flimsy, all right? And this is no different, guys. So you got to familiarize yourself with this tray, and what I found is it's very, very simple. You just push down this button right here on the side, and you can push the tray in for smaller things that you want to print on. Push it back down and pull it out. Easy peasy. All right. Now there's a part on the inside that you just pinch. You simply just pinch it, and you push that down, and you adjust for smaller format printing paper and stuff like that. Now the extended part, there's 2 clips on the side where you can pull them out, and you just slide the tray out, and then you push them back in to hold what you've pushed out into place. All right, now you can insert the larger size paper, and to put it back to normal size, you just gently push both of these clips back out, push it back in, and there you go, guys. Nice and easy, so you wouldn't break that right there. And right above that, there is a pull out that you can pull out so that when it prints out a piece of paper, it stays on that pullout. All right. Now on the side of the machine, you have the power cord right here on the side. It's a 3-prong power cord, and right next to that at the top, you have a flap that I showed you guys before. The flap is where you put in the USB and where you put in your Ethernet cable, and you can store your Ethernet cable there if you want to leave your SG500 in one location and run the Ethernet down the side. But for me, I want to use the Wi-Fi capability, so I'm going to leave that alone. At the top of the SG500, you have a part that opens up, but the note on here says, caution, do not touch this guide rail under this cover. If a paper misfeed occurs, press the form feed key. Form feed key, not sure exactly where that is. I'm assuming that it will show you on the screen where the form feed key is. All right, now this right here is the back of our SG500, guys, and this is the area where if something happens and you get like a paper jam or something like that, that's where you want to mess with. Only thing you got to do is push this in, push that in, and this thing drops down right here, and you get your paper stuff out, and that is the only thing that you're gonna mess with this part for at all. I don't see any other reason why you'd want to mess with any of this stuff right here than to unjam a paper or something like that. I see some stuff that looks like you want to touch it, but just don't touch anything. I wouldn't touch anything. So that's the only movable part as far as I see. It looks like this might be able to snap off or something like that, but I wouldn't mess with it. Yeah, this can come off. You just pinch this little 2 clips right here, but I don't think it needs to come off. But let me just, for you guys' sake, it's 2 little clips right here, and has a little thumbprint right here, so you can take that off. I guess that's a feed. I don't know. I have no idea, but this part comes off right here, and it's 2 little clips on the side. You can just push it right back in. I wouldn't mess with that if I were you guys, though. You can clip it in right here, and then you just push it back in. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Right there, yeah, simply put it back in. All right, that's easy. All right, so look, I just took apart a little piece right there, but it has little finger divots right here, but I don't know. I don't think that needs to be messed with or played with. I don't know what it's for, so just leave it alone for right now. But now you guys know how to take out a paper jam in your SG500 if you ever have a paper jam. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take this moment to hit the subscribe button and also hit the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. It helps me out a whole lot, more than you know it. Thank you. On the side of the machine in the front is where you feed the ink in, is where you put the ink in. Have our ink right here on the side. So you just simply pull this out, pull it down, and you just pinch this bottom part right here. This is where the what do you call this thing? This is where the the stuff that you want to dispose of, all right? The ink that you want to dispose of, to the best of my knowledge, this is where it goes, all right? I'm not sure, not 100% sure, but I think that's where it goes. Let me see. Because it says, yeah, that's the waste collection unit at the bottom. So it has a loader for 4 different inks, and that is the black and the YMCK. Am I saying that right? The black, right, which is the K, the Y, the M, and the C. All right, so we're gonna sit those cartridges right here because we're gonna load them up very, very soon, guys. All right, and we got the instructions to load them up right there in the machine. Okay, so boom, that's pretty much it, guys. It's just not very difficult at all. And on this little thing right here, it says installation support, warranty, and user manual, sawgrassinc.com. All right, sawgrassinc.com is where you want to go to download the software, because just like the Silhouette Cameo, you have to download software in order to create files to use on the Sawgrass. All right, so yeah, that is one thing that I didn't like about the Cricut, and that's why I bought the Silhouette, because the software lived online. Now the Sawgrass software I found out it lives online. So we're gonna have to deal with that because this is the machine that we have, this is the machine that we want, this is the machine everybody's using, and this is the machine for the job. So we're going to have to deal with using the software online, okay? What I will say about the software though, and this is kind of like a cheat, is that like you can actually design everything outside of the software if you're familiar with like Photoshop or any of the other like graphic editing programs, Illustrator, and make a JPEG or a TIFF and just import it into the software. That way everything is pretty much designed already. So that's like a workaround as far as like with the online interface. So like even though the software lives online, you're not really restricted to designing online because the software does have restrictive capability, but it also allows you to ingest a image. So with that being said, you don't even have to actually use the software to design your elements, which in essence takes it back offline. You know what I mean? It's not your design part, which is the most important part, is not really online. All right. So, I mean, if you're using it, it is online, but if you're using another graphic designing program and it's not online. I'll show you guys this in another video, but I just wanted to make this video to help you guys be a little familiar with the machine so that just in case you bought yours or you're thinking about buying yours, you'll be kind of familiar with it, because it's easier to make a purchase, and it eases the transition if you are more familiar with the machine. You're not intimidated by it. You know how the parts work and stuff like that. So I think that I would have appreciated seeing something like this. So I just wanted to make you guys something like this. All right. So yeah, because sometimes you get something, you don't want to touch it. You know, it's just overwhelming. And this, I feel, would like, give this video a like if this helps a little bit. Because this thing is not, once I broke it down and I looked around, it's really not that complicated at all. You know, once you're okay with touching the machine and knowing that you're not going to break it, then you're halfway there to designing. Okay, so you can touch this machine, you can move it around the table and stuff like that. You know what to touch and what not to touch and stuff like that. And use my link down in the description, my heat transfer warehouse link, and pick yours up today, because guess what? Tomorrow we are going to actually dive into the software and we might print something out. Stay tuned and you will see. Thank you guys for watching. It's the first video. We'll do another one tomorrow. Stay tuned and you'll see what it is. AllanAWade.com. Buy yourself some channel merch. Help support the channel. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, share it with your friends, and let me know what you guys want to see next. We might be heat pressing our first sublimation tomorrow. We might just be looking at the software tomorrow. Let me know what you guys want to do down in the description below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?